Hey family, Joseph Baba Ifa here on the channel connecting you to your destiny from Botanica Candles and More once again. If you haven't had the opportunity, please go ahead and tap on that subscribe button and be sure to turn on those notifications as well as liking, comment, and sharing. New installment on the series about La Letra Del Año or Odu of the Year 2022. And once again this year it is Ogbe Hunle. In the last video, we were able to go over the specific components of what makes up a reading for the globe or the world for a year, right? And for also some more refreshers on the basis of what an Ifa consultation constitutes, please go ahead and check out that video that we're going to go ahead and put in the description of what is an Ifa consultation by yours truly, Joseph Baba Ifa. More points that we wanted to get into before we start delving into pataki and histories and stories that are composing this sign. We want to go ahead and sew up the other aspects of the divination. The ruling deity, right? Every year for the world, there's a deity that's identified as really taking responsibility or governing it, right? And in this year, it was Obadala. We're going to get into the significance of Obadala as we delve into the pataki within this Odu. But Obadala is a very prevalent sign, right? Or a prevalent Orisha in this sign. The accompanying deity is going to be Ofun. Usually you're going to see a male and female deity, right? And the reason being, apart from tradition, is it shows the duality of male and female and all the things that are necessary to be able to compose nature. And Ofun plays a very prominent role in this sign because in this Odu was where Ofun felt weak and she incorporated the hens into her diet, thus building her immune system and protecting her from sickness. Very indicative, especially when we're talking about going through a pandemic such as COVID-19. And we'll be sure to provide that story in a much fuller context to be able to delve even deeper with interpretations. Another thing you're going to see on an annual basis is some form of flag that's incorporated. This year, it's half white representing Obadala and half yellow representing Ofun. The flag is an item that's within Yoruba and Afro-Cuban and Latin culture as a sign of defense, that we hang at the front door, or possibly a sign that you fulfilled with the obligations that this divination for the year entailed. So it's something that a lot of people do utilize and you're more than welcome to, right? Within this video, we also wanted to touch on some of the questions that you guys provided. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my phone and answer some of them. Miss Famous Tanya asked, who rules the year? Obadala, Miss Tanya. How does it look when it comes to health from all the sickness going on? It could look much better. When we're talking about sickness and health conditions, and this Odu was where Eshu and Elegua unleashed what was later interpreted to be osteoporosis into the body. But it could really be interpreted as any viral condition, kind of like what COVID-19 is. And there's a bunch of other patakis that really touch on this that we are going to delve into in these next coming videos. Don't Cross Me asked, how can I learn more about this sign? Well, apart from the videos, if you aren't a part of a religious house, you always have an opportunity to incorporate with us here at Botanica Candles and More. But if you do, you definitely want to reach out to your elders to see what interpretations and information they can provide. Because Ifa is kind of like medicine in the regard of, if we just delve into this literature, it can be very easy to get lost in it. And if somebody's not versed in how to interpret this literature, we can make some misinterpretations. And we definitely don't want that when we're talking about things as delicate of how a year could go for the world, for us, and even our health. So wonderful questions. Juan Levy, 809, asked, Iboru Iboye Ibochiche, Iboru Juan. With all due respect, I thought the letter was Baba Yobe. And Juan, you couldn't be any more correct. We have so many letter of the years going on and Odu of the years going on from so many different organizations. The one you're referring to is from the Cultural Association in Cuba that's affiliated with the government. The Odu Baba Yobe was revealed for them, and once again, a legitimate Odu as well. And it's really ironic and incredible how much in common it has with Ogbe Hunle, being that they are both children of the Odu Ogbe or Yobe. So definitely you're more than correct. And people are going to lean more towards the ones that historically they have, or possibly the one that resonates with them more, or maybe provides more clarification. There's even more that are actually taken out here in Miami. So great observation there. The NYC Siren asked, how does the governing orishas affect it? And we're definitely going to get into that in further, videos that we come out with, apart from the information we just released. And how do they change, and do they change how we work with Egung in this year? Ogbe Hunle in general is a very spiritual Odu. In this Odu, one of the things that first manifested was the tile of Egum, which is a terracotta tile that you usually see on roofs, and it basically replaced Isang Egungun in the New World. And what it represents is the body of the humans, or the human body, the thoracic cavity, and it's a way that in the New World we were able to continue the cult of Egum. As far as the orishas that are governing, affecting how we attend to Egum, it really wouldn't necessarily, but at the same time, possibly the animals that are offered or even the ancestors that are offered might have to do with these two deities. So that's always a possibility. A really dope name asked, what is the Odu of the year and where can I find it? The information for the Odu of the year in general can be found online. It's pretty public knowledge. They try to make it as public as possible so we can have this information to utilize for our benefit. So if you search up La Letra Del Año 2022 or the Odu of the Year 2022 for Cuba or Miami or any of these other places in the New World, you should be able to find one that suits your needs. And finally, another question that came in was from a loyal, follower and viewer as well, Mr. Ike Chukwu. We sincerely appreciate your consistent support, along with Mr. Fabo the Prophet, who we were able to answer your questions as well throughout the video. Ike Chukwu asked, for those who have pending to receive the Orisha Oshanla, would it be ideal to do so this year under this Odu? Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of making decisions such as which deities to receive based on a global divination, being that it's more symbolic than practical on a person-to-person level individually. But being that Obatala is governing, and if you're in a case where Oshanla is your mother or a pending deity anyway, it's never a bad time to receive her, especially with an Odu like this where Obatala is commanding it, right? So hopefully we answered your question there. Guys, thank you so much for the support consistently. Joseph Baba Ifa, myself, and Botanica Candles and More appreciates you. If you haven't had the opportunity, please be sure to tap on that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Be sure to like, comment, and share to those people that you know that may find some value in this channel as you have. If you haven't had the opportunity to do your annual reading, please do so. We're still in the month of January, and you could do so with me, Joseph Baba Ifa, by calling 407-440-2086 so we can see how your personal year is going to go for you. botanicacandlesandmore.com is still active for all your spiritual needs and products. And guys, more videos coming out on La Letra Del Año 2022 Ogbe Hunle in the weeks and days to come. Thank you so much. And from all of us here, including myself, Joseph Baba Ifa, and thank you so much. Take care, guys.